has made the leap that a lot of people were hoping for. The standardized test is all set to go completely digital starting March 2023. And that means students will still be taking the paper-based version of the test for this year as well. So jump to the end of the video for all the details on the new SAT exam format. But first, let's quickly cover everything you need to know about the SAT exam pattern that is still valid till 2022. For those of you who don't know, SAT is one of the most common entrance criteria for admissions into universities and colleges abroad after high school or class 12.
SAT has 3 sections, namely the reading test, writing and language tests, and the math section. The reading test has 52 questions, the writing and language section has 44 questions, and the math section has 58 questions. The total test duration of the current SAT exam is 3 hours, with 65 minutes allotted to the reading section, 35 allotted to the writing and language section, and 80 minutes for the math section.
Now, the order of the section goes like reading, then writing and language, followed by math without calculator, and then finally math with calculator. Sounds overwhelming, right? The good news is that you are allowed a 10-minute break between the reading and the writing sections, and another 5-minute break between the 2 math sections. The SAT exam is scored on a total of 1600 points, while the sections are scored on a 200 to 800 point scale. The best part is that there is no negative marking on the SATs. Now, on to the new SAT exam format. Like I said, SAT is soon transitioning to the digital format, but that is not the only thing new about the new SAT. So what has changed? Let's talk test duration. The new SAT exam pattern 2022 is famously going to be shorter than the old one, and that will last for only 2 hours. What else? The digital version of the SAT will also be adaptive, which means the questions on the test will adjust its level of difficulty based on your performance. So if you're doing well on the test, the new SAT will up the level of difficulty to give you more challenging questions, but you will be scored accordingly. And on the flip side, the test gets subsequently easier for students who are getting their answers wrong. However, the test will still be scored on a 1600 point scale. Next up is the number of questions. Yes, mental fatigue is a thing. And lucky for you, the new SAT exam format will have fewer questions than the current one. Also, College Board has now allowed calculators throughout the math section. This can significantly help you get faster results. On the plus side, if you're jittery with the on-screen calculator, you can also carry your own calculator to the test. The test content will also be less taxing due to shorter reading comprehension passages and more direct questions. Each short passage on the reading test will be followed by 1 contextual question each. And even the math questions are expected to be more concise than before.
Let us now talk about the testing experience. Since College Board has scrapped the plans to offer an at-home digital test owing to the digital divide, the new SAT exam testing will also take place at a test center or a school. And students can use their own devices like a tablet or a laptop, and if they don't have a device to use, College Board will provide one on the test. During the test, if a student loses connectivity or power, the digital SAT has been designed in a way that they won't lose their work or time while they reconnect. The new SAT will be held 7 times in a year at international locations including India, instead of the current 5 times. You can easily schedule the test for when you feel most ready. During the test, you also have the convenience of flagging questions and coming back to them for review later. Also, if you're not a fan of the ticking timer, the new SAT exam format offers a choice to either hide or show the timer at the top of the testing window. For math section, an on-screen calculator will be available for all the questions along with a reference sheet with common formula. Finally, students will get their test scores of the digital SAT in days instead of weeks. How much you score on the SATs practically decides so much for you, like the university you'll go to, the scholarships you'll qualify for, and even the people you'll meet. So it makes sense to try all possible ways to better your scores on the SAT, doesn't it? And Jamboree Education is offering you one such way. You can now take a free demo SAT class with our expert faculty and see for yourself how it can boost your score. FYI, Jabri has the highest average score for SAT in the industry. Click on the description to book a free demo class now. See you next time.